Hello. I'm going to start I'm going to wait a few seconds before I start today's live so that some people could come on. If you are watching the replay, hello. Welcome and thank you for watching this live back. It is much appreciated. Hopefully you subscribe also to the channel so you get some great information from time to time on this channel. Let's see. Welcome to the Foodie Fam Live. Today is day number 17 of a 30-day challenge where I go live every weekday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. One, so that I could get more comfortable with going live, and two, so that you guys could see how I am as a person in real time, interact with your questions, comments, and all the things, just so you can see what I'm like in real time, basically. A little bit about myself. My name is Chantel. I lost 44 pounds and counting following a plant-based lifestyle, and now I help others do the same with how-to tutorials, newsletters on health and wellness. If you want to be a part of the newsletter, feel free to hit the link in the description below so that you can subscribe, and you get newsletters every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time from me. It has some fun tips on there. Sometimes I do a little bit of recipes of the weeks on there too. So if you want that type of stuff, feel free to subscribe to the newsletter. I also have recipes that you find on this channel, tutorials that you find on this channel as well. And yeah, it's just overall a great time. I am a strong believer that you do not have to compromise flavor and excitement to lose weight. I don't believe in it at all. So I'm here to show you exactly how it's done, basically. For today's topic, I am going to be talking about meal planning, tips to plan effectively so you set yourself up right. And yeah, so let's just get into that. So for me, I think planning out your meals are super important, especially when it comes to trying to lose weight, gain muscle, all those things. You have to go in with a plan. You can't just, go willy-nilly around doing things and hoping for the best. If you have a plan, you're more likely to see results, and you're more likely to stick with the plan, and you could revert back to that plan if you ever were to veer off from it. So one of the first things that I like to do when it comes to meal planning is pick out what I want to eat for the week. Hello, how are you doing? I like to pick out what I want to eat for the week. It's pretty easy for me to do now because I have made a 7-day meal plan that has 21 recipes in there. So I usually pick from that meal plan and then just go, pick maybe 3 or 4 meals from that and then just duplicate that for the week. If you guys wanted those recipes, the meal plan and all that, the link for it is in the description below. It's $10, 21 recipes, a grocery list, the meal plan itself, and tips on how to meal prep in general to make it easier for you. So I always figure out what I'm eating for the week. That's number one. I usually do that maybe on Thursday or so of the week before, so that I'm not running out of meals before I have a plan for the next week, if that makes sense. So typically I write out my menu. So this is my meal prep notebook, if you will. I have to write down what I'm doing so that I can look back on it in weeks when I don't know what I want to eat and whatever else. I typically do breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack. This is literally from last week. So breakfast, I did pesto toast. Lunch, I did a lentil bolognese with roasted veggies. Snack, I did hummus and sweet potato quinoa tortilla chips, fruit. And then also for dinner, I did a red Thai curry with veggies and quinoa. So I have my menu down packed. That's number one. Number two, I write down what I need from the grocery store, and I split it into categories to make it easier for myself when I'm at the grocery store. And I literally check it off as I go. I break this into produce, protein, grains, and miscellaneous. When you have a list like this at the grocery store, you're more likely to stick with your budget and less likely to veer off just picking up random things in the cart. I personally don't believe in grocery shopping without a meal in mind, because that's how you end up just shopping for ingredients and not meals. Because you could have ingredients in your house, but if you don't know what you're doing with the ingredients, they're relatively useless, to be honest. It's not a meal. So I like to keep this on handy. I take it with me, check things off as I go, and then I also go in with a budget. My budget for this past week was $65. Luckily, I was under by $10, which I was very happy about because a lot of people, they say like eating plant-based, eating healthy is expensive, but it really isn't if you know how to shop, if you know how to plan out your meals. Like, yes, you can be on a budget and you can still eat healthy. That's a myth saying that you can't. That's nonsense. I don't believe in that at all. And honestly, like if you were to keep certain things in your pantry at all times, you're more likely to stay on a budget. So if you have things like dried quinoa, you're not buying quinoa every week. You're not buying dried lentils every week. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, so this is like Twisted Locks. You're not buying, say, like canned beans every week. You're not buying oatmeal every week. So those type of things, once you get it, you're at least set for like a month or two. So that cuts down your budget tremendously because those are basic staples that you have in your house already. Things like chia seeds, you're not buying every week. You know, what else? Nutritional yeast, all that stuff, since it's not a weekly purchase, you're good to go. Like most of my shopping that I do is for fresh produce because that's not something that I could have just sitting in the house, you know, 2 weeks straight or something like that because it'll go bad. So I usually just go in to get some kind of produce, maybe some sourdough bread if I run out because I absolutely love sourdough bread and stuff like that. So it's just, it all depends on how bad you want your goals, basically. I want my goals pretty bad. You know, I personally have lost 44 pounds already. I want to keep that off and I want to shave off maybe 10 more pounds or so. So I'm sticking to a plan. I'm writing out what I want to eat for the week so there's no guessing. I'm writing down what exactly I'm getting from the grocery store so I'm not picking up like things that are not conducive to my goals. I'm also don't keep things in the house that I know aren't a part of my goals either. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say like sometimes I don't want like a mozzarella stick. I'm not saying that, but like I'm more likely to eat my meal prep because it's already cooked. I'm already looking at it. And if I wanted to go eat a mozzarella sticks, that means I would have to leave my house and actually go somewhere to get it. And I'm not doing that. Like it's more effort for me to do. So I'm just going to stay home and eat my meal prep, which I know is going to be delicious anyway, you know? So you really just have to set up systems that work and kind of almost like force you to stay the course. And then it becomes habit eventually. So in the beginning when you want to be healthy and all that stuff, yes, it's going to be challenging because you're not used to the type of lifestyle. But once you get those systems in place, once you get the mindset where it's just like, okay, I'm doing this because, or figuring out what your why is for why you're doing these things, that's when things become a little bit easier for you. So yeah, that's all I really wanted to say today when it comes to, you know, meal planning, how to do it. So focus on what you want to eat, write it down, write out your grocery list, go into the grocery store with a budget, only get what you have on the list and keep in stock your basic pantry items and you'll be good to go when it comes to this lifestyle, basically. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say today. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little live. This is day number 17 of a 30-day live challenge that I'm doing so that I get more comfortable with going live on YouTube. So if you guys want, feel free to subscribe to my channel, watch some of my videos. If you want to see old live videos, they are up for replay on my live tab. And yeah, so I will see you guys tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern time. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, bye guys.